Okay, just about 12 hours on the dot from the last time I was streaming, and we're back. And we're back with some .hack GU Last Recode, because I can. And without the annoying PS4 sort of interface for streaming. Could have done it that way, but got the Shadowcast now, so I figured I'd just hook it up directly and play. Not too much going on. Definitely been a while since I've booted up this game. And some exciting news for .hack GU Last Recode set to release on the Switch next year. It had been rumored, I believe trademarks were filed to put it in Nintendo's shop a while back. And then as per usual, we didn't really hear anything about it. And finally came about. Gonna enter into the world. This is Volume 3 because I wanted as full a roster as possible and still be able to functionally play the game. Let me get the mouse cursor off of there. It's not really helping us. Here we are in Net Slum in our Xth form. Take a look at our equipment. We've got Empty Skies. Is it square? Yeah, okay. Empty Skies is dual swords, has the mortal ability. Works similar to the R1 game's Death Touch ability, only this halves the enemy's hit points. Kind of silly when it hits. Got Silad as the broadsword. It's got the Riddle Me This ability. Says regular arts, spells, and offensive item damage increase by 1.25 times, but it decreases our magic damage. Not a problem for me. I'm not really casting. Then for our Scythe, we've got Shadowy Death. Level 75 Scythe with Soul Blast. Absorbs 75% of regular attack damage as HP and 35% as SP. That's 110 if you're canning correctly. This effect does not trigger if the enemy is many levels apart from you. And we are maxed out to 150, so you're not going to see that often. Do have dual pistols as well. We have the DGZ equipped with double trigger and Death's Bullet. Death's Bullet reduces the target's HP by 95%. That is very much the Death Touch ability. Got Rainbow Scale as the armor. Level 100 heavy armor that decreases all attack damage by 25%. And then Guide to Divinity is our equipped item. Has Partial Beauty as an ability, which reduces the SP cost of all skills by 25%. And gains us more skill levels, not that we really need them at this point. Like I said, we're at the end game stage. I'm actually going to go ahead to a different server and warm up real quick here. That's not what I wanted. Keep forgetting servers and towns are different things here. I want to go to Lumina Cloth. This is the arena town, and kind of want to do some arena battling just to sort of get myself back in the groove with these controls. I kid you not, it has been a while since my last upload. I've maybe logged in just for random plays twice. This is a game I used to play quite heavily early on in the channel because my old computer not quite up to snuff on doing the things regularly or at the highest quality. Serviceable for what I needed it. But when I wanted that little slightly more modern feeling, I would go ahead, pop on the PS4 and play some Last Recode on stream. Let's go ahead party up here. Got Adley. I think just about everybody is max level at this point. Yeah, we'll take the erstwhile descendants of Fianna today. Balmung and Orca. They're as chatty as ever. And let's head in. Just going to do a survival battle. Yeah, sure. We'll start off with Mirror Flower with all of the R's capitalized. The advice says this team's formation focuses on offense. All members are fighter types, so spells work well. Focus your attack on Yukimura for a quick win. That's the thing about the arena. If you take out the captain, the battle's over, and that's usually not a problem. Especially not when we got the guns ablazing. Yeah, that's the ranking. Well, that's the... First thing was the matchup screen. This is the overall rankings. As you can see, we've got the highest winning points. We are the Emperor, and by points, we would be the top-ranked team anyway. The Sweepstakers, that little bonus team, also the only arena battle I've ever lost here, the first time I fought the Sweepstakers. Sitting at ranking number 1 with a couple, slightly less than 200 points less than us. Let's get into the arena screen. Highly anticipated battle. The world being unfair is pretty much the theme of this series. I do love the intros for the arena battles. So much hype. So much generic phrasing. I have a feeling I know. Don't look now, but it's already over. Got our 8 win points, got a little bit of SP back. Next team is Southern Cross. They're level 125. Don't expect them to last too long either. But at least they were smart enough to put someone in front of the captain. Didn't really help, but there you have it. Doubled our experience on that. That's nice. Up against Fighting Otaku, which have a pair of 125 tribal grapplers being led by a 127. Yet another power fighting team. Yet another team that isn't prepared to handle range damage. So maybe this isn't helping us out too well, or maybe these guns are just broken. Next survival battle is level 122's called In Between with my favorite character name in the game. Ah! You just feel bad when the leader charges. I mean, to their credit, they actually got a spell off, and I know that because my backside got knocked down. Healed all 11 damage it did. Now we're going for Behind the Smile. Solid level 122s. And yeah, Balmung and Orca took care of that one long before I would have mattered. See, our clear time on that was ridiculously small. Max combo 23 hits. Safe to say, no counterattacks. So yeah, that didn't do much. Didn't do nothing. It at least got me back in the vein of what battle looks like on a pacing perspective. So I guess back to Tartarga we go, and suppose we will pick a world from there. Area word. I always skip that very first word. Let's do it this time. Let's go to ignorant. Ignorant, bustling. Ignorant, bustling arrows. Sure. Says we've got a statue to unlock, so we'll be looking for 3 seals. And hey, it's a forest type field. Kind of like these. Speed charms I never really felt the need to use in this. Okay. So there is our map. Got some traps on the ground there. Enemies, let's see if we can get a surprise strike in. Ah, the door locks behind us. No wonder I couldn't quite hit in time. Now we're in trouble because no spatial awareness once that happens. Okay, there we go. Get our hit. Outbreak O battle. Knocked the first one out of the sky real quick, and then we got put to sleep. Not much we could do here. Orca and Balmung sort of focused on their own thing. Just snoozing away. Maybe someone would like to help, maybe not. And we're still asleep. Plenty of Devil Sword being used. Now we're up. Get a Rengeki off. Go for the old double trigger for the finish. Mainly just keep the guns equipped. So we've got to spend some Chim Spheres here. There is the tank. 10 of them will do fine. Love getting that perfect timing where they just fall and, you know, get punted right away. Saves a whole bunch of time running around kicking them. That time, not the best timing. And now that just throws the whole thing off. But we're to $9.99 and there's no need to wait around longer. Really, there was no need to wait around that long, but I did it anyway. Got to be careful for those little pit traps, and we got to be mindful of monsters. That looks like a lucky animal there. Or is that a trap? Yeah, I guess that's a trap. Can't really interact with it. A bomber chim? It's pretty damn funny. Slide through this way. There's our lucky animal. It's going to be not so lucky when we catch it. There we go. Tetetsu, who's far more French than I would have guessed. The objects in the surrounding area turned into treasure boxes. Cool, I guess. There's a platform we don't need. Here is a steam door. It's going to take 5 more Chim Spheres for that. And we've got some enemies to fight. Leobados. Nice thing about the gun is you could just sort of hang back here and just hit for ones and try and trigger that Rengeki. Or just watch Orca and Balmung take care of it for you. Ooh, got a data anomaly as well. How lucky are we? Go ahead and pick up this here treasure box. It's got a simple super belt, or a super simple belt. And some Elven Rain out of the anomaly. Looks like another steam door, because life can't be easy, can it? Take a look at the map there. That's the route we want to go first. And look at all that treasure. Lucky animal indeed. Make our way up the hall, being mindful for traps. Did just get in there. See, the battle's far more fun when you could actually do things. There we go. Chaotic Strike here. Got our Rengeki bonus. Don't know why it didn't show, but we did it. Pick up another data anomaly here. Simple super belts. And a cheat code. We picked up a cheat code. That, of course, is an item that could be redeemed for permanent buffs in Tartarga. And the beauty of saying something like, of course, is that really doesn't help you if you've never seen this game before. But hey, you get what you get. Moving to the next hallway, get some blowing leaves in our face and more steam doors because we just topped off on Chim Spheres. Why wouldn't we want to spend more? Got a battle arena. Kind of want to take out the monster encounter first, though. Sort of weird movement out of that pair. Ah, shoot. Was not expecting the Leobata to turn around, and there we lost our surprise. Let's go for Bone Crusher this time. There we go. See, there we get our Rengeki bonus. More Holy Arrows. Hey, all kind of Chim Spheres here. Had one of the magenta ones. Those are worth, I think, 10. 5 or 10. More belts. All the belts. Let's keep looting here, and then we will enter the battle area. So battle is intentionally walled off here, but again, because you are the protagonist, you can crash other people's battles, and that's usually how you find the player killers. We've got Max Burst here being hunted by another player going, help me please, and it's Hira, just a normal player. There are special ones who are extra notorious for player killing called the Chaotic PKs, and they appear on an area called the Blacklist. You can find that in Mac Anu. Here is just a normal player killer. So we're going to go into battle and stop Hira from her nefarious scheme of killing this poor player. And we'll do that by, beating the crap out of her, because that seems fair. Looks like we got some free heals out of it, and a broad white. Max Burst is thrilled we saved them. Apparently we did it before, too. Thinking about just giving up on the world. That's a shame. Did give us a coupon and a super simple belt. The coupons can be used to get discounts on items at guild shops. Do believe our trim spheres are full, but what the hell? We'll kick the giant flower anyway. Yep. We're all good there. Looks like our SP needs healed, and again, because this is post-game of Volume 3, we've got all the broken items. So let's go ahead and use the Icon of Purity here. Hit points still in pretty good shape. The icons are infinite use items. There's 3 of them. There's one to recover SP, one to recover HP, and one to show you the map layouts. Infinite Fairies Orb. Believe that'll do it for the first floor here, as long as I can avoid these pretty darn obvious traps. Oh, there's a party here by this platform. Got Kiantama. They'll give you coupons if you talk to them. And usually provide a little bit of just background tied into the last event you triggered. Talk one more time, see if there's anything worth trading. Not really. Okay. Now they should be going. Yep. And so are we. To the second floor, where we see a familiar friend. That right there, the best grunty in this game, the Mecha Grunty. Use our Fairies Queen Orb again. Looks like this is just a 2-floor dungeon. That statue at the top right is going to end up being our GOT statue, essentially. But first thing we got to do is talk to old Mecha Grunt and see how much it takes to get him back on his feet. Gonna take 26. Yeah, we could definitely spare that. Love how he says wobble. There's usually an excellent song here too, but .hack GU taught me the hard way. Keep that music turned off, kids. Can only have 99 revive storms, so that one goes into the ether. But at least we've got the satisfaction of knowing a happy little Mecha Grunty is flying off to crash somewhere else in the world. Got a couple of Leobados? Yep. Vacabados. These ones are fire. Okay. Well, were fire. Gone before I could empty the clip twice, and we pick up a Fire Serpent skin as well. Break that mushroom for a revive storm we didn't need that badly. Trap chest. Time to do the old button press of doom. Of course, between this game and Wizardry Tale of the Forsaken Land, those quick button press events, not usually my forte, but something I've grown accustomed to. Yet another Steam door to open here. Gladly do that. And we have some Chim Sphere harvesting if we want to get back to $9.99. Couple Vacabados just kind of hanging out. Wow, they just did not give us much room for any sort of decent angle. Saw that spell coming in. Picking up a nice amount of money. Not really what we're after at this point. Giant flowers are what I'm hoping for. Oh, look at that. It is the King Chim Chim. Takes 10 kicks. You have to avoid his attacks as he tries to jump on you. But when you get it, you get all the Chim Spheres you could ever hope for. Really got to stop cracking open those little mushrooms. They're clearly just going to have revive storms here. More Abados look to be Vacabados. And another failed surprise attempt because of random turnaround time. Okay, that's a Leobado. God, my eyes are getting bad. I cannot tell the shading difference between them. $3,000 gold and a data anomaly. As I could tell because it kept doing that weird thing the entire time. Should give us another... Okay, that's going to give us a Wonder Soda. Not sad about that. Yeah, I couldn't stop myself. I'm like, maybe this time. Nope. Still a Revive Storm. And we know off to the right is the big happy Statue of Doom. Okay, these are Vacabados. It's really the pink sort of glowing eye thing I should be looking for on those. Because the bodies themselves are either yellowish brown or reddish brown. And with the sort of haze that the dungeon screen has, it's reading closer than it should. Sure, Lotus Flower. Get the scythe out, it's a phase weapon. Don't want to get too much more into that because the game's coming out in a couple months, and for those people who haven't seen it yet and are going to pick it up on Switch, yeah, this is still news to them. So the whole phase thing might be a bit of a spoiler. I feel there's more than enough chance to get the information. But I also don't want to be that guy. Waited out, found our ambush point. See, the biggest thing about the Awakenings for me is that they allow you to build up that precious morale gauge. Not the Awakenings, the Rengekis. And then once your Awakening meter's full, you could do the Awakenings. Get some Elven Rain out of that bit of anomalous data. And out of this one too. So a whole bunch of Elven Rain here. Whole bunch of unnecessary chims. That's actually the first time I've ever been hit by a Ninja Chim Chim. Guess party got in the way. I didn't really see that third one. Only lost 6. That's not too bad. Get it back, no problem. Hit points are kind of low too. So let's use broken item number 3. Haven't used this one yet. Pure Medallion. There's another platform. Could have used a platform rest there. Not gonna. Should be the last battle of the dungeon. Of course, we're not going to get that fancy all-clear screen. I've gotten so used to between the R1 games and Fragment. Leobado number 1, well and gone, dashed away from the second one spell, and contribute in the damage build-up. Hoping to trigger a Rengeki, at least finish this the right way. Let's do a double justice, why not? Heard that little chime go off. That means our morale trigger is full. Unfortunately, we have no extra battle in which to use the Awakening. One more Steam door. And before I check out, you know damn well I'm going to fill up those Chim Spheres. Game's not going to catch me at $9.94. No, sir. What does it think I am? Some kind of amateur? There we go. Triple nines, as it should be. Put a steam door before the statue. I tell ya. There's our statue, our god of law, along with our platform. And since we haven't used it yet, once per sort of field or dungeon, you get a platform rest, where you can get a full heal free of charge. Pick up a light tower out of the chest. Yeah, chests in the R2 games only give you one item. But hey, at least it's something. And the statues no longer clunkily fall to the bottom, because if they did, that would be a long fall. They just sort of disappear. Time to go back to town, get our stats compiled. Only an A rank on the successful surprise attacks. Everything else is an S rank, except for the destroyed objects. We apparently missed two along the way and got a B rank there. Either way, we picked up an A rank for the dungeon and picked up the third word, Dragonweed. So that's a thing. Another thing, you unlock more words to use to generate dungeons as you play through the game. That's kind of nice, actually. That's where I'm going to leave this here stream. Just wanted to get on real quick, get something out into the world. Hope you're doing well when you check this out, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Of course, holiday season upon us can be a very stressful time. These guys are pretty chill, though. Anomalous data and Net Slum. Of course they're chill. Well, this has been a Grumpy Old Guy Gaming. Take care, and we'll see you around.